ChainCulture.
Here will be a timer and...
Good morning, Malaysia. Hello. Thank you very much for turning out. Thank you, Roland. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Jason and Eason. Very interesting talks. Jason, I think Balaji and Satoshi would be very proud. But I am kind of making a similar argument from a different angle. I'm scared. I'm scared for the future because there's a trend that's very worrying. Corporate L1s. You may not have heard of this, but you may. Now, let me just introduce myself. I'm Joseph Kennedy. I'm head of marketing and growth at Alephium. We're from Switzerland. We are a layer 1 blockchain, 4 years on mainnet, 6-year-old project, and we are highly decentralized, scalable, and secure. Guys, how do I change slides? Technical difficulties. Okay, I've made this meme here, which represents my feelings. I don't really like Web 2. I like Web 3. I think a lot of you guys agree. Web 3 has done a lot of good for our lives. But I've also seen the bad side. I've worked for projects that have been rugged. I've seen a colleague steal millions. I've seen my savings plummet and back up and back down and back up. It's been a wild ride. I've worked for a project that got acquired by a messiah. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared of Web 3, but I am scared of this. This is bad. Who are these corporate L1s that I talk about? Google, Stripe, Tether, Bitfinex, and more recently, CME Group and Swiat GmbH, if you've heard of these. Next slide. Oh. It's not working. Technical difficulties? Okay. Corporate L1s are compromised from day one. They come from companies who are worth billions, tens of billions, even hundreds of billions of dollars. They are centralized at their core. Now, some of you, hopefully all of you, will be familiar with the triangle. You have to pick one side, in theory. You can only have two of these things. If you are a corporate L1, you cannot have this thing. You cannot be decentralized. But decentralization is so important, and I know Hive community members, I've spoken to some of you already, you are here because you wanted decentralization and you did not want a messiah. So I appreciate that. We're fighting the same fight. So I'm going to go first with what I call the world champion of data control. That is Google. And Google is building a layer 1 blockchain. And I don't like it. I'm scared of it. You can read this. Now, what is Google? Google is the world's biggest search engine, and it's an absolute Goliath of data. We're talking 8 billion daily searches, 90% of search engine volume. They're worth trillions. They are the world's second biggest brand. And if there's one company in the world that is absolutely obsessed with data, it is Google. It eats, sleeps, and breathes data. If there's one company I do not want to have a blockchain and put all of the data on-chain, it is Google. Even worse, Google is doing a permissioned blockchain only with their friends. That is data centralization 101, the purest form I may have ever seen, and I'm scared of it. I don't like it. Can we move on? Yep. Okay, I'll give you another one. What is Stripe? You may have heard of Stripe, may not. It's one of the world's biggest payment processing companies. Last year, 2024, they processed 1.4 trillion in payments. 1.4 trillion in payments. That's 1.3% of today's global GDP. That is terrifying. What's more terrifying is that they're worth $100 billion, and they've been using their profits to acquire other companies. Stripe last year acquired Bridge, which is stablecoin infrastructure, and they acquired Privy, which is wallet infrastructure. They paid, in total, almost $2 billion for this. Now, they already have the payments layer. They already have all the merchant lock-in and the commerce layer. Now they have the stablecoin layer and the wallet layer. What's the goal here? Financial gatekeeping 2.5. The goal for Stripe is to own the entire stack from top to bottom of commerce. That's very scary. It's completely centralized too. You know, they will control all the validators, and I don't want to see that. And I think you guys don't want to see that too. It is anti-Web3. It is a monopoly, and it goes against the absolute ethos of why we are all here. So I implore you to do your best to avoid it if you care about these things. I'm going to go through this one super quickly. Circle, as you know, they issue USDC, super big company. It's actually second most profitable company in the world per employee, recently overtaken by Hyperliquid. Now, they have announced an L1 for super fast and super convenient stablecoin transactions. But there is a huge cost to corporate convenience, and I don't like it, right? I like this decentralized thing that we all have. And the issue here is they have a consortium blockchain design that only invites their friends, their very rich billionaire friends, into it. The outcome of that, of what Circle's building, is an L1 that's a plutocracy. If you're not familiar, plutocracy is like a government or a state purely governed by the rich. We don't want that. We really don't want that. So I implore you, avoid art, or do your own research. Don't trust, verify. I've done a lot of the research for you, but go away and look into these. Now, why am I telling you these things? Because I'm from Alephium. We are a decentralized layer 1 blockchain, and we want builders who align with our values. You have a choice. You have the choice of corporate convenience, corporate L1s. You can go and build on them. They want you, some of them don't. They want bigger fish than you sometimes. But when it's a decentralized blockchain, anyone can build. You own it. You own your voice. You own your ideas. You own your community. That's what you want. That is the root of Web3, and that's why you should come and join us. We really want to talk to you. We want to learn about your ideas. We've been on mainnet for 4 years. We have 70 dApps already, really supportive ecosystem, grants, all the stuff that you need to nurture your ideas. And you don't have to be scared of us, because everything we give you is for you and for your community. Now, I just want to say a final thanks. I thanked everyone, but I didn't thank the Blockflow Alliance DAO. That's a DAO on Alephium who actually paid for me to be here. So thank you to the Blockflow Alliance DAO. If you don't know what a DAO is, it's a decentralized autonomous organization, and it's run by the community who believe in a project. And they believed in me enough to send me here and allow me to talk to you. So thank you to the DAO. Thank you to all of you guys for being here. They voted to send me here, and I've had an absolute pleasure to talk to all of you. My time's almost up. There's a few more things. If you want to snap a photo, here's some little highlights of Alephium. I'll stand out of the way. And one more. Yes, these are some of our highlights. Now, we have solved the trilemma. As I mentioned before, we are scalable, we are decentralized, and we are secure. We spent 4 years developing the infrastructure layer to make sure that the trilemma was solved. Very few projects can claim that, and now we're about to launch our own DEX and staking of our native token, ALF. So have a look, do your research, alephium.org. Here's my contact details if you want to talk to me. I'd love to network with some of you afterwards. Thank you so much. Do I have time for any questions? No. No. But you can come and find me. I'm dying for a coffee. Let's have a chat. Thank you very much. And enjoy the Sangsum. I hope Roland will share it.
ChainCulture.